They want to talk about old school stuff. Hi, good evening. Same to you. It is a good evening. Ah, what the heck? It's something, isn't it? Oh, actually, my glasses are reflecting back, so I gotta put them on the head a little cockeyed so they don't the glare. I got lights in here, but they don't work all the time. Let me move one light. Wait a minute. That's not so bad. Need some ideas. I got lots for you tonight. I'm going to give you a lot of phone numbers, so you better have a pencil and paper ready to go. Let's see if we're on here. Where are we on? Oh, can I get one of those suits? I got 20 of them in the other room. Actually, every once in a while what I do is I auction them off for nonprofits. If you want to use one to auction off as a nonprofit. Oliver! Oliver, are you my man out in Oregon? Tomorrow, you got a surprise. Boy, I've been working my butt off all that time. I'm so sorry about all that, Oliver. Let's see, now what do I got to do here? Yeah. That's really the Joker, the Riddler suit up. Yeah, send me a suit. Holy shit, you're still alive. Yeah. I guess you're still alive too. Hi, Joan. Let's see, what do we got here? Let's see. Now the topic today is, 7 hotlines. Hotline. Better than internet. Better than internet for free money and help. Help me, Wanda. Help me, Wanda. Then I put my website in case somebody needs some of my stuff. LES, gotta know how to spell Lesko right. LESKO, LESKO, LESK, god damn, KO. Okay, .com / the slasher movies. Okay, slasher movies. One stop. ONESTOP. Now, so they don't auto-correct that and thinks I misspelled something, and I didn't because it's part of a URL. Let's see if we get. Let's see if Facebook likes us tonight, huh? Who does and who doesn't, right? Okay, Facebooky, are you there? 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 Are you going to be there for us tonight? You're going to be there for us tonight, huh? Ooh, I got about 3 or 4 more minutes yet, too. Okay, let me see if this is... Last time I screwed up so much... oh, that's disgusting. Something on the internet. Oh. Now, why isn't this on yet? What did I not do yet? Okay, starting to live video now. Starting to live. Now we want to brighten up our life a little bit. Is that right? No. What's bright? No. Yeah, I guess I just do that. Brighten up. Okay, I think we're getting close. Man, am I going to miss this season? Season of what? Life is a life. What season? You mean the winter? I'm in Washington, D.C. It's cold here already, you know. Hey, my friend Carl, nice to see you again. Thanks for joining us. Yeah, I still have a little cold. Boy, I ran okay today, but it's a little iffy, Still, there's something in the throat here. Virginia, hi! Cold coming and going. Yeah, it's been about a week and a half. I'm still running. I was out. I didn't run for about 3 days, but then after, the heck with this. It just feels too good, and I get too cranky. Let me go over some little headlines before we get on. Oh, gosh, I have 5 more minutes yet. I could get a cup of coffee, I bet. I just invited some people to come to this live feed. Nice, Oliver. Thank you. Need that. Anything helps. You never know. You never know. That's why we got about 5 more minutes. But I'm going to give you hotline numbers, okay? So stay tuned. See these? I got them all here. All these 7 phone calls. That's right. So that's what we're going to cover today. Remember that? And now you don't even need a landline to get the money and help. There's other ways to get it, so I'm going to show you. And really, it's more important. And that's what I'm going to talk about. Hello from Tampa. Wonderful. Say it has 23 banners. Oh, no, say you have 20 blazers. Wow. No, these are all suits. Actually, I don't have a suit on today. I have my running pants on from... I really never, I had so much work to do for Oliver today. I've been busting my butt. And so I went and ran finally. I got up early, started working, then worked all day, but stopped and ran. And that's why I said, oh, I'll take another breather and share some stuff with you guys. Then I'll finish up Oliver's report so I could get him to him. So he wakes up in the morning and he's going to get it all nicely. You're a colorful guy. Well, I got ex-wives to say something else. Run, run, great, no weights. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's actually... weightlifting and everything doesn't control my appetite, you know, like running does, or something. Somehow that makes me not want to eat as much if I run. The other kind of exercise, I don't know, it doesn't do it as much for me. Even when I swim, I don't get as, I mean, that's supposedly aerobics, but I don't feel the burn on that either. As I do. Even bicycling, I bicycled for a while, and that didn't really work too well. Video ready to view, you can watch it, right, 17 minutes. Shared your post, thank you. Bonnie Pierce, nice. Nice, 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 nice. Ha ha ha. Let me get a drink. I'm going to be right back, guys, okay? Hold on. Oh, sorry. Well, thanks for staying. Hope I didn't lose too many. Now I feel, boy, because of this throat, too, I said, oh, I better have some water here. Downstairs, yes. Oh, downstate New York. Oh, you go. What's up? This is Fried all the way from Hawaii. Wow. Hawaii's cool, man. I've been there a long time. You look kind of like the lead singer on Rio Speedwagon, Sing Time for Me to Fly. No idea what that is. But it sounds fun. Sounds fun. That's the important part. If it doesn't sound fun, it's not worth doing. Has to be fun. Making money or not, you gotta have fun. That's what it's all about. I'm finding so much stuff in the newspaper. I don't know, because the world is screwed up. REO Speedwagon. Is that rock and roll, or is that country and western, or what's REO Speedwagon? That's sort of a cool name. Don't know it, but there's a lot of things I don't know. Instead of hearts, he needs question marks. Yes, that would be fun. Little, pop-ups coming on the screen that are really question marks and not hearts. That would be nice. 80s rock. Oh, well, I'm 74. I'm getting close to 80, so maybe I'll still rock at 80. Rock. Actually, let me go over some news item. Let's go rock and roll. Yeah, I can't play music. I can barely play the radio, or they don't even do that anymore. Do you know India has a per capita income of $16,000 a year, $1,600 a year. But also on India, Amazon, here, there's a big front page article about Amazon. You know what they're doing? 12 27,000 India small entrepreneurs are going to start selling on Amazon. Amazon's going all over the world looking for people to sell stuff on Amazon. So now it's 27,000 Indian entrepreneurs. You know, so you guys out there trying to sell stuff on Amazon. You know, obviously this is where the world's going, right? I mean, this is the first time in the world that you know, we're now spending more money you know, on the internet than the retail market. Actually, it still only is about 10% of total retail market if you put in, you know, cars and all that kind of stuff. But you see, stores are closing and stuff like that, and that's where the growth is. So you want to go where some growth is. So that's why, you know, Amazon's still going to grow. I mean, I think, you know, the guy who owns Amazon now he's the richest person in the world, right? Right? No. And he doesn't have any inventory. He doesn't have goods. He doesn't sell anything. It just has a place for other people to sit. Here, interesting things about the tax code. You know, talk about the tax code now. You know, they're trying to make the taxes change so the whole country will give all the millionaires like an extra $1.3 billion. That's what they're going to get as a tax break. And the rest of us are probably going to get bupkas. But more importantly, the government's going to have to borrow money to pay the rich people for that tax break, and they'll borrow it from the rich people so they get more money from the government. See, it's just easier for people to to figure out how to change a law than it is to, that's why, you know, these rich people call themselves, oh, the best entrepreneurs in the world. No, they're not entrepreneurs, they're schemers. You know, and they're not creating anything, they're creating laws that give them money. So if you can come to town and figure out how to write a law that gives you $1 million, you know, in the next 10 years, wow, that's better than inventing something, isn't it? The gain alone that Jeff Kama has in it would make him the 18th richest person in the world. Yeah, I knew it was something like that. That's a Google drop shipping, yes. Yeah, there's so many different ways, and start learning the different ways, but don't spend money on doing anything, because nobody knows what's going on, and because of our insecurity, we want to give somebody money to solve a problem, and that is wrong, because you don't know what the hell the answer is, and you think they have it, and all you're going to be doing is wasting money. And I got to cover a lot of those other guys. I'm looking for money to live on while I start my business. Yes, letsgo.com/one-stop. One stop. Letsgo.com/one-stop. What I just show you there for any state now, and this is what I just did for Oliver, finished his. Any state, I show you 327 ways to get extra money to live on. No matter, and these are grants, these are financial services, free services, so you don't have to buy stuff, extra gigs on the internet. Nothing in that report costs you anything to do. You know, it's either people giving you free money or people let you try stuff for free, and if you make money, then they take a small percent, but everything I show you will be free. And that's I think it's the best work I've done. Okay, talking about grants, here's some other grants. Now here's locally here, we just got a new grant for people with to help with shelters for domestic abuse. So many people, you know, we have you know, the sexual abuse going on, you know, and all these these rich guy perverts getting caught with their pants down, you know. But it happens a lot on the local level, and people don't have any place to go. So now there's a big grant, and actually, listen to this. This woman, Carolyn White Washington, head of Prince George's-based nonprofit group that empowers women to leave abusive relationships called Sisters for Sisters. So this is a young woman. Actually, her story is she was abused one time and had to go somewhere, so she just started her own nonprofit, and she gets this grant, you know, to help women, you know, take their family, get out of the bad relationship and have somewhere to go, and got a grant for that. She runs a nonprofit called Motivating Elegant Ladies that works with girls 10 to 17 to teach them about healthy relationships and the importance of developing self-confidence. See, that's right. If you're doing something like that and looking for money, that helping other, see, that to me gives you more motive to live every day than just trying to buy another house, trying to buy another car, buy another question mark suit, or whatever, because life is a bitch to do, and it's difficult to be successful, and that's why you have to have motivation, and that's why doing something that you think is bigger than you, I think, is one of the best things to do in life, because it keeps you engaged, and then you have something than your own self to worry about, and it gets your own problems out of your head, and it's a nice way to live. Okay, now here's another grant for people who want to be real estate investors. Okay, and I do a separate report. Anybody, real estate, any city or whatever, I show you, like 100 or so programs in there. The Department of Housing and Community Development, that's where you go. Every city has a Department of Housing and Community Development. And this one here, and this is in Washington, D.C., they just got $10 million of a public-private fund dedicated to preserving affordable housing, and is seeking fund managers to manage the money. They want people to take the money for free and start buying houses, fixing up houses for affordable housing for people. So this is a brand new fund. It's sort of semi-quasi-government. The government gives some, investors give some, or whatever, but they're looking for people so you could get good deals on money to buy houses, fix them up, and flip them. And it's called the Preservation Fund, approved by the City Council in 2018, is in addition to the $100 million in taxpayer dedicated to the Housing Production Trust Fund. So these trust funds, that's another key word when you're looking around locally for real estate money, is this trust fund. This pops up a lot in the research I'm doing, helping people get money for investing and buying houses or flipping houses and things like that. So keep an eye on that. They also recommendations of creating a preservation fund, a task to identify a horrible risk of being lost. Okay. So what they really want to do is take old houses and make them nice for lower income families, and so they give you money so you don't have to charge a lot. And that's it. Trust funds are big, right? And that's all over the country like that. Okay. Now what I want to do today, really, I want to talk about is the phone. Now, everybody, since the internet, now I've been in the information business. Type the website, Matt says, so he don't have to. Oh, thank you. I got a scribe here. That's wonderful. That's what I need. That's helpful. I tried 2-on-1. They asked me, and they say there is no free money. But I tell you not to say free money. I mean, I don't know. Everybody has different names for everything, and there's no easy free money. I mean, it's complicated. That's why just calling up and say you wanted free money, you can't do that, Carlton. That's the world doesn't work like that. I mean, I'll show you a document. All the grants. I mean, there's hundreds of grants that give out free money for all kind of business, for all kinds of things. But the Small Business Development Center 211. I mean, first of all, 80% of the free money is not called grants. So if you're calling for that, you have to find out what's there and how you're going to make it used for yourself. Oh, I'm sorry I get upset about that, but I hear it all the time, and the government calls me up, and and I guess I'm partly to blame because I know I got to get your attention, so I'm saying the free money. I mean, it comes in all kinds of ways. I mean, you could get, there's free money to live on while you start a business. I mean, that's for the unemployment. There's free money to train somebody. You're going to hire somebody and you need to train them. So they'll pay like 50 to 90% of the first, 7 salaries, 7 months of salaries, things like that. There's free money for people who have ideas and need help and prepare a business plan. And then the incubators give out free money up to $50,000 to help you start your business, And if they don't know about it, I mean, that's fine. Nobody can know everything. It doesn't matter. And also, see, that's why the sources I give you, that's just a start, man. Anything I give you, any phone call, any one source, if you think you're going to make one of these calls and get everything you need, you might as well try another country, try another life. Life doesn't happen that way. It takes work, and everything I'm going to give you is really just a lead. It's a starting place. I mean, the whole thing of life is trial and error, and trying one thing and then going on to the next. And when you're there, well, see, now if they say you don't have free money, here's what you say. Okay, well, what do you have? See. Now, did you stay long enough to do that? Because now you're missing the whole thing, and then so now you don't realize how they can really help you. I mean, right on their website, they helped, what was it, 17,000 people get a couple, I forget what it is, but billions and billions of dollars in 1 year for their business, okay? They helped 17,000, and it's right on the Small Business Development Center's national website. There's a big survey of what they did last year. So they helped 17,000 entrepreneurs get billions and billions of dollars. I forget what it was, $4 or $5 billion of money to start their business. So, but tell you the truth, I don't think you even need money to start a business. You think you need money to start a business, but most businesses nowadays you don't. I think you say you need money to start a business because you don't know how to get business, and if you're going to throw money at it, you're not going to last long. But that's a personal bias. There's 1,000 ways to get through life. Mine is only one way. A lot of people get through in other ways, but that's my personal, opinion about this. I've been doing this for a long fucking time, and helping entrepreneurs and millionaires and everything. What is available for military who want to get out of debt? Go to your County Veterans Service Office. County Veterans Service Office. County Veterans Service Office. They're the best place for any vet to get help. Studies show that they will get twice as much money for you than anybody else, even me, I guess, but I don't know, they've even asked me, who gets money for people. So, the County Veterans Service Office. Okay, let's go through these 800 numbers, okay? I don't want to, first, okay, first one. Okay, I'm going to give you 7 phone numbers here. Now, these 7 phone numbers, I think, are the best places to use this. You can't even find these places on the internet unless you know the names. Because if you put in free money, you're not going to find any of these places. And these are the best places, I think, to start to find me money or to get out of financial trouble and things like that. But you're not going to find them that way. So that's why I see Google, to me, and the internet is causing you to not get ahead. And you have to learn how to do research. You have to learn that there's more ways than just going on the internet and think you're going to find some lucky website or whatever. That's maybe so, but you can't rely on anything, and that's what it's all about in living in our society. It's all about digging ditches, and if you're not willing to dig ditches, you're not going to get anything. You're not willing to get on the phone because it becomes more of a people business in getting information than it does learning how to use the internet. You have to learn that skill too, but you also have to learn how to use people because you go on the internet, you're going to get 15 million websites, and you don't know what the hell they are. So that's why it's important to learn how to get people. Okay, the first one is HUD counselors. Okay, here's their phone number, 800-569-4287. Oh, I forgot to flip this thing for, oh, there it is. Let's see. Oh, I gotta, come on, baby, come on. Oh, there it is, yeah. Okay, good. Okay, so you see that? Okay, Facebook, I flipped it around. It's Facebook that really doesn't do it. I think everybody else puts it the same way. So 800-569-82787. Okay, you got to call. You call that number, and they'll give you a number locally, or how to find a free housing and debt counselor locally. They're free. Okay, what do you do with that? Okay, you call them and make an appointment. Okay, because you have to make an appointment. You have to talk to people. You're not going to get what you need. You're not going to find the help you need unless you start talking to people. That's the most important thing. If you're not doing that and you're going on the internet and expecting something, you don't know. I mean, you can't just read stuff and expect that you understand what they mean. They can't just email to you and expect they understand what you mean. I mean, just look at personal relationships. People we live with 30 years, like my wife, and we still have trouble understanding each other. So how are you possibly going to understand? That's why, you're asking for free money, asking for a grant. That's the wrong damn thing. You're just asking for financial assistance. I need to make an appointment with somebody to understand, to help me. I need help. That's what you need. You need help. You're thinking you know what kind of help you need based on whatever's in your head. But if it's not out there, you're never going to get it. What you have to do is get out there, explain your situation, and see what's out there so you could start using it. And you're not going to find it on the internet because it'll never be categorized like you want to get. Another one from Hawaii, I guess, aloha. I am happy you are still working with over, 40 or 50 years. I started this kind of stuff about 35 or so after. I had a software company. I got an MBA in computers from the 70s. I even had a computer software company that failed back in 1970, whatever it was. Man, I must be the only person in the world that had that fail. But thank God it did. And back then I had an MBA in management information systems and computerized management information systems. I taught university and college and everything. Then I started getting information for people, and that's what it is. And this is still important, and so important now, your phone, because there's too much on the internet. You talk to somebody who read all that stuff on the internet. Like I can tell you, you go and Google grants, you're never going to find them. You find me, I've been studying this stuff for 40 years. I know where they all are, and because they're not called grants. So that's why you have to start. Call people. And when they don't help you, see, if you go on the internet and look for help and it doesn't solve you, what are you going to do? You start looking somewhere else on the internet. And then you go in you're down a rabbit hole going nowhere. If you go on the phone and talk to somebody and they say, no, we don't have it, but they know who may have it. It's going to save you so much time. It's sort of like being a police investigator, kind of thing. There's certain things you can do on the internet, but not everything. And what's happening is people aren't using the phone at all. So that's the first one, 800 number. Now the other person, this is the Small Business Development Center. I still believe in them, even though that guy said they're not, because right, I mean, they're not great. They're really, you're trying to, somebody just wrote here about they didn't know what business to start. Okay, that's what you would do. That's another thing you would go to them for. They would help you think through something like that. Okay, is this a good business? Is or not? And they would know, who's scamming, who's not, and tell you things like that. Now, that's more valuable than if somebody gave you $10,000 because you don't even know how the hell to spend $10,000 yet. That's why somebody give you a lot of money for your business, man, you don't even know how to send it yet, and you'll waste it and be out of business. That's why people say, oh, I'm out of business because I ran short of money. No, you were doing the wrong thing, because business is selling something and getting more money than you're selling it for. And if you can't, you have to start slowly because you don't know what works to do that. But no, everybody has a dream. I do too. If I only had this kind of money, I'd do it. And 9 times out of 10 it won't work, so you'll run out of money before anything. Okay, so here's an 800 number that will tell you how to talk to somebody if you don't have a computer. That's right. So, and see, if you start getting used to calling, see, that's what I want. You can go on the internet and call Small Business Development Center and then find the local office too and do it that way. But here's a phone number. So in that way, 800-827-5722. And actually that's the SBA number, but they help you find them because they fund the Small Business Development Centers. Part of their money comes from the SBA and also from your state government. Your state and local government are supporting them, and the SBA is supporting them. Everybody's supporting them, except you, because they won't give you free money. Who cares? Somebody wants to help you for free. That's what you want. You're not even sure what you want yet. You don't. None of us do. That's why you have to get out there and see what's out there to see how useful it can be to you. And that's the only way you're going to grow. If you're only growing within your own mind, nothing much is going to happen. Okay, so there's two. Now here's another one. Somebody said they called 211 for free money. I mean, that's going to happen all the time. But it's there. And it's not called free money. You have any kind of problem like that, it's there. Like I called the other night, a couple of weeks ago, and just say, there was a senior needed her sidewalk shoveled. She didn't have money to shovel. So they found a nonprofit organization, come out and shovel the sidewalk for them. Wow, I just searched for this report I'm doing, somebody needs free training, okay? Well, they found, like 10, 15 nonprofit organizations that train you for a better job for free. Okay, so you call up, I need free money. Doesn't work that way. You would like it to. I would like it to, but it doesn't. So that's why you have to, you have to learn. You have to learn what you're living in. You have to learn what's available and how to use it, how to twist it, turn it, whatever, and use what's available to make it work for you. If you're waiting for the dream girl, they're not going to happen. What usually happens, we have that dream girl in mind, and then we find somebody walks into our life that's nowhere near our dream girl. But boy, this is neat. and that's how it happens, you know. And so that's why you got to get out there and find stuff. So, okay, you got the HUD counselors, you got SBDC, you got 211, student loan ombudsman. So many people. We have more debt now than anything else in student debt, okay? Now, at everybody, I get so many calls on my cell phone now. Oh, have you signed up for this? Yeah. Anybody's calling you to sell you anything, anybody sends you an email, anything on the internet, if somebody wants your goddamn money. They're more interested in money than they are to help you. I have to call 211 for that. You could try 211 for student loan, but here's student loan ombudsman. Yeah, 211 would also put you there. But 211 ombudsman. Anybody, you know, you have trouble with your student loan or whatever, you know, it's anything like that, you call them. Even if you don't know what they're calling, you have student loans, you're not sure what to do, call them. You know, and if they don't know, they know who did it. Next year, my kid's going to go somewhere, and I didn't see that. What was that? Let me see if I could find that. Where did that PC? Okay, I'm sorry. Let me get Periscope. I need a Periscopes. Facebook. Oh, let's see. Oh, I lost it. Sorry. Go to college. Okay. Well, okay. If your son's going to, or you have a child going to college, there's a lot of places to check. I think it's still the best deal. You go to junior college first for 2 years. Man, that's terrific. Yeah. And I was just doing something for Oregon. They have free college tuition now in junior college. And that's available. But go to that for 2 years. Make sure you go to your state. Every state has a, did you log on to Periscope website? Yes, I'm on. Yeah. Every state has money just for state people. And that's what people, like in my state in Maryland, they had $18 million in the last year or two that they didn't give out. And that's, you know, that's terrible, I think. It's really, I have a scholarship fund at a junior college, and they're not giving out the money fast enough. They've been sitting on this stuff for a year, and I said, oh, the money doesn't do anybody any good if it's sitting in your treasury, you know. And they're for kids who are struggling to get through class, and that's just terrible to me. Or the other one, $18 million because people didn't apply. Next year, my kid's going to college. Okay, well, start now. Start looking. You go to your public library. They're good at this stuff, and they know local grants. And that's why I say you have to say, why would somebody want to give their kid money? You know, and if you're a local kid and there's a local grant, then he's most likely to get it, or she, or whatever. So that's what you want to do. Go to your reference librarian. People don't realize, and you can go online like that too. But I'd go belly to belly, man. Information is really a people business. You know, everybody's trying to get these bits and stuff like that. The same way you hate it. FAFSA government for student grants for your kids. Yeah, that's one of the places. And you have to do that because most of the other programs are that. Now, I was just looking at on the state of Oregon. They have a separate application at the state for all their grants. They have one application you fill out to apply for 500 grants for college. You know, 500 all in one application. See, that's why I think the state government is good. If you're going to Google scholarships, you're just going to get crap. The people want to get your name, sell your name, or sell you something or other. You know, and so that's why I would not go to any website that has a .com. You want .gov, .org, or maybe .edus. But even these EDUs, they're for-profit colleges. Stay away from for-profit colleges. Maybe I'm wrong about some of them, but I think as a general sense, you know, they're just getting too much money from you to get loans to pay for them. 90% of their money goes to marketing. They spend very little on the actual classes, and so you're getting ripped off. You know, I think also think about overseas. Going to college overseas is a fraction of what you could fly back and forth every week and still not come up with what's going to cost you here versus some of the best universities in the world, you know, over in Europe. And they all speak English. All the courses are in English. I'm a student loan debt to anything. The state is taking all my money when I do taxes. You have to do something good for me. I'm afraid to make financial action. Okay, student loan debt. Okay, what I would do if you have problems, you call your student loan ombudsman, okay? Carlton, you're the one that said nobody free money. Yeah, because you're probably hurting, and so you need something quickly and fast, and that's why you have to be patient. I mean, getting information, getting help is a patient game. That's why it's hard to help ourselves sometimes. That's why if somebody else help you with the research or whatever, the more patient in getting, because things don't happen by forcing it. Things happen naturally. It's sort of like forcing wine to be ready. No, it's ready when it's ready. You can't force a flower to grow. It's my wonder, guys. Okay, so Student Loan Ombudsman, 877-557-2575. Okay, Carlton, you got that? Let me write it in here for Carlton on 877-557-2575. 2575. Okay. Okay, that's student loan, okay? Okay. And just call them. Okay. Here's now one. Now everyone should call these people. What? Elijah, or was that your name? Oh, Carlton. Okay, Carlton. Call your congressman's office. Okay. You have trouble, financial problems, a lot of debt. You're not sure. Okay. Call them. I can't guarantee you they weren't. Nobody can guarantee. It could be like that time you called the 211, ask for free money. They say no, we don't have any. Who knows who you get? Who knows what you say? Who knows what's interpreted? Nobody has control of that. But I know nothing will happen unless you try. So 201-244-3121. 201-224-3121. 201. I can't read upside down. I guess I should take one of these papers out, and then I could do them both ways, okay? Okay, so your congressman at 201-224-3121. And I just called right before I went on the air to see mine. And when you call that number, you're going to say, are you looking for a senator or a representative? So that means you have 2 senators for wherever you live in the United States. You got a whole bunch of representatives, right? They're the congressmen. Okay, you can call all 3. Okay, start with your senators. Call them up and say, hey, this is Carlton, Elijah. I live in Kentucky or wherever the hell you are, and I just have a hell of a debt problem. Can you give me any suggestions or whatever? Or they're taking too much money out of, or I need financial help or something. Can you suggest something? Don't say what you need. Just say your problem. I'm totally not. You're totally not a scam artist. Got ex-wives call me something bad though. And so that's why you just say, hey, I have this problem. What kind of things to help? Because that's the way it is. I mean, you'll work through it. You'll find out what it is. You're looking for something that probably isn't real. Once you find out what's real and how to use it, then it falls into place and it's okay. Things will be okay when you when you find reality and use reality. If you're looking for dreams and a magic answer, then that burden gets heavier because you're still looking for that, and it's never going to show up, and you're going to get sicker and sicker inside because you're taking all that stuff inside and making it eat you from the inside out. Hi, Oprah. Yeah, no, I've been on Oprah like 3 times. She's an incredible lady. When she talks to you, you feel like, man, you're the only person in the world when she focuses on you. So call your congressman, and actually for your congressman, what you do, the reporting said tick 2 if you want your congressman. You put that in, and you put your zip code in there, and then you get the office of your congressman. I mean, it's cool, and you call them up, say, hey, I'm a constituent. See, they solve problems like this. Now, I've talked about this, and I show, like, in the reports I do, the state one-stop things that I do, lesco.com/one-stop, for all the things. I show you all the problems that your congressman is going to solve. I can't guarantee they're going to solve them, but they're the kind of problems they help you work on. And that's the thing. What happens is when we go through life, and sure, like all of us, we don't solve our problems perfectly, but in a way, and really, we grow that way by figuring out what really is solvable and what really probably isn't solvable. What about home repairs for senior citizens to make home handicap accessible? Lots of grants on there. It depends on where you live. And the housing reports, I do that, but you could start again with 211. You start with your county. your county. There are two places in your county. It's community development and anything with seniors. Okay. Also call your area office on aging. They have a lot of that. Also contact nonprofit organizations like rebuildingtogether.org. Rebuildingtogether.org is another. Call your congressman's office. Call 201-224-3121 and ask them, hey, mom needs a new roof. You know, can you any way you could help me? Why are you ignoring my question? What's your question? Who are you? I don't. I mean, I have 3 phones going. I can't do everything all the time. I don't know. Why? What's your question? Who is down? And they just flip by on the phone, and I can't see it. So I'm in the middle of something, and I can't say. He's giving free info. What's the problem? Yeah, no. We all have problems. Okay, so 201-224-3121. Okay, for housing, I would start there again too. I would call 211. I would go your housing, your county authority, and ask that. Now the thing is, I don't know if any of those you have it. I mean, I do this every day for the last 40-some years of my life, and I never know where the answer is going to be. You know, but I know I won't never get an answer if I do nothing, or if I stop after someone says no. I know I'll never get anything. The only way you're going to get anything is that you have to be a pain in the ass. You know, and you have to want to be a pain in the ass to solve the problem. And then once you finally you work hard enough on something to solve it, then that gives you, hey, there really is something out here I could probably get. That's the only way you're going to do it. If you stop after you try once or twice and don't do it, then you're never going to do anything, you know. The good stuff is hard. The easy stuff, nobody cares about anymore, you know. So the good stuff, and that's the only way you're going to grow. And now nobody knows what else works, so it now requires more than anything. He gives great info, not a shirt. Oh, thank you. So who was the guy I didn't answer a question with? You enjoy your own. I do. If I'm not enjoying myself, I won't do this. I'll find something else so that I enjoy doing it. This is not for you, believe me. This is for me to have fun. And that's the only way I'm going to get through this thing. Okay, so Congress and Senate. What's the worst that could happen? They say, no, you're an idiot. Don't call here again. So what? Better people have said that to you. These are elected officials. My girlfriend was to start a vending machine business. Go to the Small Business Development Center. Ask them about it. I paid my school loan, but work in a school. How can I get my money back? What the hell do you mean? You paid the loan and you work in a school? Don't know what that means. You pay a loan. If you have a loan, you have to pay it back. And sorry, don't understand that. If that was the question I missed, that's probably why. What meds are you on? Nothing. Here, this is some kind of water. There's a little splash of orange in this. So your congressman, okay? So you call them. And believe me, when you're stuck with something, that's who you call. Well, you're going to sit and go on the internet for another hour, 2 hours and find nothing, go around in circles and you get caught up in porn or whatever the hell you're going to do. Yeah, no, don't do that. Talk to somebody. Get their information. Say, hey, okay, you can't help me. Where do you think that people, with my problem could go? You ask them, where else can you go? Nobody out there is Get for Rebuilding. Nobody out there got Get for Rebuilding. Man, I think so much for sharing. Rebuilding Together. That's a nonprofit organization that helps some people with low income to fix up their houses. So I'm not sure. I paid my school loan, but work in a school. How can I get? Well, what does that have to do? Is it the same school? Even if it's the same school, that's 2 different transactions. I don't know why you expect them to give you money back if you. You made one deal and you completed that, and I guess then you worked for the school. You completed that. I don't know. I guess if you don't think it's fair, there's going to be a lot like that. If you miss the numbers, you rewatch the videotape on screen? Yes, that's why I put this here. Okay, so now here's another 800 number. One that I think is so good, predicted before the internet. This was a great one. Need a car? I have a course on Udemy about all the sources for free cars. So if you go letsgo.com/course, C-O-U-R-S-E, there's a video, a lesson there about how to find all the sources of information for get money to buy cars, fix up cars, stuff like that. Okay, 844USA.gov. 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 Okay, somebody said about they have. Oh yeah, high on life is the best way. Yeah, right. I think so. Yeah. Okay, that is an 800 number of researchers that find out what in the government can help you. Okay, they're sort of like me, but they don't charge. See, I charge. But it's 844, not 800. 844USA.gov. Oh, how do I get a passport? Or how do I get a grant to fix up my house or something? Do anything. It doesn't matter. The government's so goddamn big. Don't forget, the government is like a third of everything in our country. Actually, all of government, I think, is about 35% or something like that. And so there may be something there, and they're trained to do it. Now again, they may or may not answer it. It's something to do. And if they say, no, there's no such thing, then you say, well, who may have it? See, that's the only way you go on. You have to say one thing, and if they don't have it, then you say, okay, where else should I go? And if you're not doing that, then you're not doing research. All you're doing is making a call, one call, and it's all or nothing, and you can't. You can't leave empty-handed. I got schooling from the government. Good. So did I. I got my MBA from them. Well, that was because I was in Vietnam. I got free schooling from the government, from your site. Here in Hawaii. Thank you. Oh, thank you. What a great name. Bam. Alma, wonderful. Yeah, I mean, it takes effort. Everything does, But to me, the most important thing I want to do is make sure that there is stuff out there. It's going to take work. It's nothing easy, and what I try to do is cut it down for people to show you that it is there, and then what you do with it is really going to make a difference. So like when I send you a report and of 300 places, at least you have 300 great possibilities. What you have now on the internet is 20 million stuff that you can never deal with. So when I show you all the possibilities, it's like directories. I'm still in the directory. I have quite a bit of your book. Wow, thank you so much. I do everything online. See, what's now, my reports also have dozens and dozens of videos, something like 100 videos in. So that 327 sources of free money from your state, that has like 100 videos in, how-to videos, of me explaining things, bureaucrats, explaining how they give out the money and what to do and what to say when you contact them, or other people who've got the money. I have interviews with them. I've done like over 2,000 interviews already, people who use money, got money, or give out money. We pay taxes into while not get them out. You're right. And that's why every fat cat does get it back. And they get more, just like in the tax cut now. They're going to give every millionaire, listen to this, every millionaire in this new tax package is going to get $1 million back. $1 million. So the government is going to write a check in the next 10 years that will be $1 million to every millionaire in this country. If you get 20 bucks or 100 bucks or something, that's going to be it, right? But more importantly, we have to go in debt to pay these millionaires all this money. So then we're going to borrow money from these millionaires to pay the debt that we just gave them. And they're going to make money off us again because they're going to charge us interest. We have to borrow money at an interest rate to pay them the money we gave them. Now this is absolutely crazy. I don't understand. And they say, well, because they don't, if they have more money, they're going to make Korea. They have more money now than God. I mean, the cash on hand in the United States is just outrageous, and they have all the money they need. They can't find a good thing to invest in or start jobs in because it's easier, cheaper, and more profitable for them to come to Washington and get a tax cut. They make more money doing that than starting a job they may lose if they start a business. Yeah, this way it costs them nothing and they get $1 million. Yay! Yeah. Money is crazy. It certainly is. Yeah. Okay. Now. Okay. So we got that government hotline. Now, these are the numbers. I mean, I think they're terrific. Something you always want, something, okay, hey, where could I go? See, any of these numbers could help you, and along with, like, your library. I should have had that in here. And here, the Consumer Finance Protection Board, okay, the Consumer Finance Protection Board. Here's the number, 855-411-2372, 855-411-2372, Consumer Finance Protection Board, okay? Matthew Lesko on Periscope. I'm about capitalist tendency and buying shit I don't need. That's what capitalism is, but it's sort of cool. Okay, now Consumer Finance Protection Board. That's the one that you know, the guy running that since the beginning, it's only been around about 5-6 years, and he just quit. And in the law that set it up just a couple of years ago, after the crash, you know, it says in the law that he appoints his deputy to run the place until a new one is approved by Congress. Trump said, nah, screw that. I'm just going to send somebody over there. So actually two different people, I think one's a woman, two different people showed up today at this Consumer Finance Protection Board and to run it, you know. And so one's suing the other one now, and that'll be interesting. So I mean, in short, the Republicans want to get rid of this thing because it stops finance. I mean, it regulates, you know, all the financial industry, you know, whether it's your bank, your credit card, the payday loan people and everything. Now, here's what they've done so far. They got back $29 million, 29 million people, they got for them $12 billion. So all these financial companies, you know, this consumer watchdog thing got $12 billion from these financial companies and gave it to 29 million people. So if I was a financial company, and to me the financial companies run this country, yeah, they come to Washington and say, get rid of this sucker. We lost $12 billion to them. Because they caught us with our hand in the till and we had to give money back to 29 million people. No, we could have had $12 billion more of profit if these guys weren't around. So I assume that's the motive. I may be wrong. I've been wrong before in my life quite a few times. So that's what's going on. But you know, I just talked to them on the phone today to make sure they're right. I said, how do you file a complaint? You have anything. You don't have to be right. You don't have to send documentation. You don't have to. You just say, this bank, this people, this whatever pissed me off. You know, it's really what it boils down. Don't use that language. You know, I feel taken advantage of. They send them a letter. Okay. Now, if you have documentation, it's better to do it online because they say they'll do it faster. But I talked to them today, just an hour or two ago, and they say, yes, they'll do it over the phone, and the letter will go out to them. So could you imagine, you know, this car dealer getting a letter from the Consumer Finance Protection Board? You know, God, they don't want to mess with the government. You know, it's like you getting a letter from the IRS, and the IRS says, you know, you owe $100 or whatever, and you think the IRS is wrong, but you'll probably pay them the $100 just so you don't have to mess with them. Well, it's the same with the Consumer Finance Protection Board. You know, the automobile company or whatever, they don't want to mess with them because they could, this regulatory agency could screw up all their business, you know. And that's what they say. So you got power, you know. So that's why if you have financial problems and you have problems with one of these people you owe money to or whatever, complain. Hey, they're not treating me right, what, or whatever, you know. And worst case, you'll learn the law from these people. They'll tell you why or what. And they're on the phone. They were easy to get to. Within a minute or so, I was on the phone with them. They're 8 to 8, 5 days a week, you know, 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. And that's right. This is the kind of help that's out there. You sit and go on the internet and go round and round in circles and blah, 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 and get nowhere because all you see are people that want to sell you something. Remember, that's what the internet is. The internet is because you'll pay money. Now we're buying more on the internet than going personal. So everybody's buying there. So everybody wants to get money from everybody else. They're going to figure out how to get it from you on the internet. So the people like everybody I'm giving you here, none of these charge money. None of them charge money. So they're not going to spend money trying to figure out how to get on the top of your search when you search for that help. Because they don't have money to do it. They're doing this for free. Awesome adult seat for sex. Check out my friend. I don't understand. Love this stuff. Soaking it up like a sponge. Good. Well, listen, I got to go help finish my reports. If there's something I could do for you, let's go. The best stuff I have now is letsgo.com/one-stop. And that's all the state reports. I got about 8 or 10 states I've finished. If your state isn't there, just use the generic one, and I'll do it. It'll take you about 2 weeks, though, and get it to you. And that's where you get, like 327 things. Hold the paper up one more time. You betcha. And then I have other ebooks there. Also, letsgo.com/course. That's Udemy, and I have Udemy courses out there that are good. Actually, if you're a subscriber, I give a lot of coupons if you're a subscriber. So you may want to subscribe on letsgo.com/tutor and be a subscriber there. Okay. You got how do you help with the finances? Learning how to fill out. Don't worry about filling out anything. Make sure you know what the hell you have the right form to fill out. Then once you have that, you could call up the people who giving you the money and ask them any question. That's what they're there for. Don't worry. You do not need grant writers. For 99% of the stuff that at least I talk to people about, do not need a grant writer. Are you a power top? Don't know what that means. So I can't say if I am or not. Okay, guys, I gotta go do more research before I go to midnight. And I'll see you the next day or two. Actually, subscribe, probably on YouTube. I think that's an easy way to subscribe to. But I try to say I'm announcing, and I think I'll do it more on announce earlier on Periscope, because you guys are I'm getting good results there, it seems. So I appreciate everything, and I appreciate everything you guys make me feel nice, and it's good. I just want to be here helping people for another 20 years, I hope. I think there's a lot of stuff here that people can use to get ahead in life, and it's just figuring out where it is, how to use it, and stuff like that. And it's all free. You don't have to be Donald Trump. You don't have to have a PhD. You just have to start learning the system, and it takes work, and that's the key. And so just put in the work, because it's fun to work. Everybody. It's only not fun to work if you're doing something you hate. So find something you like. So it's going to be a pain in the ass anyway. And start doing it. Oh, Katie's back. I'm going, Katie. Have fun, guys. Good night.